then you better be the best failure that you can be.
Oh, that is so rude. What's up, ladies? It's your girl, Tiana Davis, and I'm like stupid dumb excited because, well, this is the first episode of a series that I have created called the L.Y.T series, and that stands for Living Your Truth. And I'm really excited to have my first guest with me. And the thing about it is, like, me and her go way back. Like, at this point, I think, like, we've known each other, what, like a decade or something like that?
Almost.
Just about.
No, it really has
I
been
think
a
it has
decade.
been. 2000,
Wow.
2007, girl.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Welcome to the show, Miss Rikki Leigh. Miss Rikki Leigh, a.k.a. the Black Asian. In case you thought you was the... No. She the Black Asian.
That's me.
So, girl, okay, I'm still, like, trying to figure out how we both ended up out here. Because, like, I'm a Kansas City girl. Rikki's from St. Louis. So, we from around the way. Like, we some Midwest girls. So, kind of, like, tell everybody your journey from being in St. Louis to coming out here. Like, did you always know you were going to be out here? Or was this kind of just like, well, here I am. I don't know.
So growing up, everybody saw the American Dream, Michael Jackson. The story of Michael Jackson and, the Jaxns. And when I watched that movie, I said, I'm going to Hollywood. I said, if I don't make it to Hollywood, I'm at least go to L.A. That's next door to Hollywood.
Exactly.
But it's all together anyway. So
How old were you?
I was probably, 9, 10?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I was young.
Yeah, you,
I was little,
okay,
with
yeah.
big dreams, and I followed them.
Exactly.
And I came out here, but I graduated in St. Louis from high school, went off to college in Kansas City, and then it was just so slow. And I was like, it's time for me to go to LA. I actually got booked out here for 2 modeling events, and I was 19 or 20. One of those ages.
Dang, okay, so you got out here before I did then.
Yeah. Well, I got to visit for the first time.
Okay.
So
I was about to say,
I was out
really?
here for 5-6 days. Fell in love.
Same.
Fell in love. Then went back to Kansas City because I was just out here visiting. Went back to Kansas City, and I met. I guess people say he's a celebrity, but he's a close friend of mine, and he told me what to do. He said, you want to model, you doing that. You want to act, you got to study that. You want to go to LA, you got to make that happen. So what you going to do is you going to save your money, and you just going to haul out there. I saved my money, and I hauled out. I mean, I literally drove from Kansas.
Girl, you know what, I took that drive. Okay.
But I did it like 4 times.
Oh, no, I didn't do all that. I did it once.
But I like
One and done.
driving long distances. It's cool, but I packed up my car, boom, and came out here, and I'm never leaving.
There you go, girl.
I
I feel you. I'm not leaving either. We both gonna be here. So I think what's so interesting is the fact of, like, the person that I know now, I mean, who I've always known you to be, is like just this, you know, like wild. Like, you're not really wild, but you like loud. Like, you don't care. Like, you just, she's one of those people, like, I'm sorry, this is not PG-13 and this is not for kids. We curse around here. She don't give a fuck. But okay, so to go from being like that shy girl to when you say you're in your teenage years were very like informative for you, they were very developmental for you as to having that attitude and that persona of not caring about other people's opinions, and you know, you experienced love and all of that. So like, how does that translate into who you are now? How do you get to that person from being that shy girl to, like, who was it? Like, was it your dad that made you who you are today, or like, who can you attribute that to?
Well, to be honest, on certain subjects or certain levels, I'm still shy. Certain things. If someone was like, do that right now, I'm like, you cannot put me on the spot.
Okay.
But as a teenager, you know, we all have hormonal changes. We all go through, I like this person. And for me, I grew up in a, like, not a strict household as far as religion, but I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
What? I did not, girl. Please.
You would never
girl,
know.
Bye.
So
bye, Felicia. Because
I
you
grew
lying.
up Jehovah's Witness, and I always say I'm fortunate to have the father that was, I guess, worldly.
Mm-hmm.
He's like he's like us.
That's a thing. Being worldly is a thing.
Yeah, that's like us, like normal people.
Yeah.
But my uncles were both baptized, and my grandma lived by the Bible, and I was just that kid that was just like, well, why we gotta do it like that?
That was me
That
too.
was, yeah, you know, I asked questions. But when I actually got to meet my biological mother, I lived with her, and she was kind of like a control freak.
Okay.
And you know,
that
when
never
you
works out.
Yeah, so you know, when you're a kid, you know, you like who you like, and
Yeah.
I really, 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 really liked my best friend.
Yeah. Okay, so you were swimming in the lady pond early.
So I was, and you know, it kind of shocked everybody because I was really developed as a young girl. I mean, I had boobs at 10.
Yeah, I was about to say, when I first met you, like, you
I
was
had
already
boobs
stacked.
and a little hit, you know.
Yeah,
I
you
had
had a cute little, like, bubble booty. Because we both had, like, bubble booties. For, like, still, your bubble booty a little bigger than mine now.
But my mother is, I guess because she couldn't control what was going on with me personally, she didn't want me to latch on to a female. Because I guess she was still trying to figure out that mother-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
Because
how old were you when you went to live with her?
13.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you...
Right.
She kind of missed that.
Okay. Right. So she kind of missed it. So
yeah.
I was clinging to my best friend. And, you know, you can see that she was gay.
Yeah.
You could see it. She was a tomboy. Now, some
was
people
gonna
will be
ask.
like, is she gay or is she just a tomboy? She was gay.
Okay.
And we were close, and that's who I was clinging to. And when I realized that my mother didn't like it, and she gave me all these reasons why, what are you going to do when people say something?
Right.
That's when it came to me, I don't care. You love who you love. You be who you want to be. You should not care about who and how and why these people look at you a certain way, because at the end of the day, you get one life to live.
Amen.
And you have to be happy.
You look very happy on your Instagram, by the way.
So happy.
Girl, this girl, all she do is eat.
Oh my God.
She just eat food on her page and get like 5,000 likes just for eating a taco on her page. You know, she's one of those. So
I love food.
Okay, so in that moment, in those years, that was when it kind of like clicked for you, and you was just like, I'ma just do me, and that's what it is.
I mean, everything besides loving who I loved. That's when I would wear cowboy boots or cowgirl boots.
Yeah.
And my dad was known in St. Louis for wearing cowboy boots.
Really?
So everybody thought like, oh, she trying to be like her daddy. I was like,
wow.
nah, really, I just really like these cowgirl boots.
That's funny.
Nobody's
Sounds
wearing
like you and
cowgirl
your dad
boots.
were close.
Yeah, I'm
You daddy's
girl.
Yeah.
Had the mohawk. Everybody was like, is she crazy?
I remember the mohawk. I do.
But in high school, I had a mohawk,
Oh,
but
so
it was
you did
braided.
it. Oh, okay.
But everybody was like, that's
because I thought it was
so
shaved
weird.
in college or something like
was.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just trying to make sure I remember facts correctly.
I always try to be different, and
right, we're gonna talk about that in a second, because like I had never seen nobody put that much glitter on their lips until this one here started doing it. So to go along with that, so you developed this attitude, and now you're out here in LA. How do you feel like having the attitude that you had? And you say that you've always known who you are, and you never had that power struggle within yourself of, you know, having those outside influences kind of mold you and bend you into this particular person or that particular direction. How have you stayed centered and grounded within this journey towards success that you've had or that you are taking right now?
As a young girl, my father always told me, you do what you want. You do what you want. As long as it's not illegal.
Right.
And he did
Even
say,
if it is.
if it's illegal, don't get caught. Be smart.
Daddy smart.
But it's just, especially out here in LA, everything can influence you. Everything from the food, the lifestyles, because it's not just one lifestyle.
It's a couple.
Yeah, and then the people that you choose to be around you, and they say it's la la land, which it is. There's a lot of weirdos out here, but out here you have to be true to yourself. You have to be who you are, because you could get sucked into so many
quickly too.
Negative things.
Yes.
And you'll lose yourself. I ain't gonna lose myself.
Right.
I can't.
And I do feel like a lot of people, especially young women, especially young black women, they do tend to get lost, almost like lost in the sauce, if you will, of that, the smoke and mirrors of Hollywood. Because a lot of, you know, I just feel like, I mean, me even, I didn't have that male role model, you know, telling me, you know, you can be whatever you want. You deserve to be treated like this. You are perfect exactly as you are. You don't have to do anything to receive love from anybody or give love to anybody. So I think that women with that mentality that I had come out here and, you know, everybody expects to come up quick out here. That's the one thing, like, everybody like, oh, I'm gonna get out here, I'm gonna put that one song out and I'll blow up, or I'm gonna do that one runway show and Gucci gonna be knocking on my door the next day. And I'm just like, people don't understand that it is a hustle out here. Like, we've been out here for a minute and we just now like starting to pop. So that's the thing. Another thing that people, I feel like, kind of get twisted or kind of get misconstrued is that there is no easy road to success. There is no quick, you can't, this ain't no video game where you can just like hit warp speed and, you know, you just like warp speed past all that. Like, you can't. Like, you have to put in the work. And so with, you know, you always having that infrastructure of being true to yourself, doing what you want to do you feel like that kind of helps you develop your business? Or like, tell me a little bit, or tell us, because we're a family now, tell us about how you got into your cosmetics business or your lipstick line, because I know they used to call you, they still call you Sugar Lips? They still call
Some people still call me Sugar Lips. You know what, a lot of my friends from New York, they call me Sugar Lips. Like, my name's not even Rikki, it's Sugar Lips.
Sugar Lips. Sugar.
I was a exotic dancer at Secret Sundays, which was the first. It's not a strip club.
It's not, but
it is.
Exactly. No, oh my God, I'm sorry. I gotta pause and tell them this story, because you remember when I tried
to audition?
Oh my God. Okay. So Rikki I think you had hit me up with something, and I was just like, dang, I need, you know, it was that struggle time.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I need some money. Like, I don't know what to do. But she was like, girl, come audition for Secret Sundays. And so I get there and I'm just like, I don't know how this is gonna go. But I had on my little lingerie. I put on my little see-through like lingerie piece, and Rikki did the makeup up, made me look presentable. And I literally went out there and I have no idea what happened. Like, I think I blacked out. Like, because it was terrible. I just remember it was terrible. I was moving too fast and like girl, all I remember was this. So let's say this is the floor and this is the stage. I remember in my heels, I jumped with both feet onto the stage and landed on the stage, literally. And then it was just like,
that's the hurdle life. She was like, I'm about to use
I'm about
these
to
legs.
get this. I'm about to get this. But needless to say, I did not book that gig, and I did not get to dance at the illustrious Secret Sundays. So My dreams stopped there with my exotic dancing. But Rikki's went on. She soared. Okay, she's still. Are you still now? Now, for those that might want to know, inquiring minds and want to know, do you still dance at Secret Sundays or
I
no?
haven't. It's been about 3 months.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because like I didn't want to give nobody no misinformation and then have people come looking at me like you told me she was gonna be at Secret Sundays and she ain't, so I'm gonna beat your ass now. I'm just trying. I'm trying to avoid that. That's all I'm saying. She ain't there no more, y'all.
Trying to transition out of that.
Okay, what are you transitioning into into now? Just your business, or you have other ventures?
How I started my lipstick.
Yeah.
Perfekkiss. I was working at Secret Sundays as an exotic dancer, and I wanted to stand out. I did stand out because I'm 5'9", flat foot. Well, I ain't got no flat feet. I got, a nice little arch, but with no shoes on. I'm 5'9", so when I strap on those heels, I'm probably like 6 feet or 6. It
was like Amazon walking around.
Exactly, but I was this big, so it was kind of like she's tall. Yeah, she got a real pretty face. Yeah, she ain't got no big booty. She ain't got no big boobs. Some people appreciated I guess they call it the model physique. Some people appreciated that, but in
an exotic club,
especially an urban
big
one,
booty Judy, right? Exactly.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna put some glitter on my lips. The first time I put glitter on my lips, it was green. It was green.
Money green.
Not even money green. It was like a light green. It was a pretty green.
Okay.
But it was light, and when I tell you the first day that I wore that, people was like, what's her name? Got a lot of compliments, and it was to the point I just kept wearing it every Sunday. Mind you, I only worked one day out of the week.
Right.
So I just kept wearing it, and people would actually say, where's glitter lips? Or go get sugar lips. Go, where's she at? And they be like, you talking about Geisha? The little Asian black girl?
Sugar lips.
Yeah, the one with the sugar lips. Looked like she just did this with some Kool-Aid and some sugar.
Oh my goodness. I swear I'm going to start calling you sugar lips. I promise.
It was to the point where guys would see me. I'll walk up to them and I'd be like, hi. And they just be like, here, baby. No, not even do that.
They wouldn't even do that.
Like,
they would just give it to you.
And I was like,
ladies,
wow.
take notes, okay? All you gotta do is put a little glitter on your lips so you can get them. You ain't gotta do none of that. You don't even gotta do that.
So after that,
reinventing the game.
But it was someone else's product, and that first time, like, I'll drink and it'd be glitter here, it'd be a little bit glitter here, I go hug somebody
everywhere,
it'd be a little glitter on them, and it's just like, So what I did was I studied glitter.
Really?
It's several different types of glitter.
You became a glitter connoisseur.
Yes. And
fair
since
enough.
that, people kept saying, you're branding yourself, you are the glitter lip girl, like, you are really branding yourself. How does it stay on? And I smoke marijuana, yes. So guys would have blunts and they would be passing it, and I'm like, can I hit it? And they be like, yeah. And then they think about it. You got glitter on your lips. If I go home to my girl, she'll be mad. The day that I came up with my formula, was the day I said, it's not gonna get on your blunt, it's not gonna get on your bottle, because we drink champagne up the
right
bottle.
Yeah,
it's not like. And then I had a guy take a glass out of my hand, I'm drinking, he took it and he goes, what you got on your lips? Because it's not on the blunt, it's not on the glass. What is that? I want my baby mama to have some.
Oh.
And I was like,
look at him not hating. And
so the following Sunday, this girl, she has the worst attitude, but everyone loves her. She's just negative, but it's just who she is. And we just were like, it's her.
It's her.
She's like, you're always wearing that glitter, and I love it. I wish I could wear glitter like that.
Yeah.
I wish I could put glitter on my lips. I put it on my eyes, but I wish I could put it on my lips. I said, just try it.
Yeah.
No, my lips too big. No, my face is not pretty enough. You know, you look like a China doll. You can do anything.
Excuses.
I said, hold that thought.
Is that you rummaging for?
Yeah. Pick a color. She picked one. And this is when I was choosing my colors out. She picked one. I said, here, put this on and put this on. I said, but first put on your lipstick, chapstick or something because you need a base. She goes and put it on. She was so nervous. And she was ready to take it off. I said, just work. Go off and work. She came back with a bag. She said, I got so many compliments. It was so good. I was just walking around with my nose up in the air. I had a different attitude.
So you gave her like some extra like confidence,
yes.
some extra swag.
And it's
crazy what some glitter lips will do. Damn.
Yes,
maybe I need to put some glitter on my lips.
She was just so excited, and that was the day. She was like, I want to thank you. That was the day I said, I'm about to make this a business. It did well. It's growing. But for it to be like my first thing,
business.
It's like my baby.
It's
so I
your
love
baby.
it.
Yeah.
And I named that color after that girl. The color's called Champagne Rain.
Ooh,
and she loves it. It's like,
well, so you started this business from and what's interesting is that some people would say that exotic dancing is like there's a negative connotation with that, but I feel like with so many women coming up out of that now, like, you know, you got Cardi B and you got your business and you got other exotic dancers, you've got Amber Rose. All of these women have created platforms for themselves. Excuse you, because you
that just came out of nowhere. Sheesh. Rude.
All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay. So you have this negative association or connotation with the word exotic dancer, but so many exotic dancers have built up their platforms through their social media, and you actually, like we talked about before, you have a pretty healthy social media following on Instagram. And so I'm curious to know, do you feel it was because of that exotic dancing platform with the kind of the name that Secret Sundays has, or did you were just like, no, I built myself up to my brand from, you know, the things that I did? How were you able to build such an amazing following that you have now?
Naked all the time.
Okay, that helps. So get naked on your pages right away.
Well, don't get naked because they will report you, but
they will.
I've noticed I started getting more likes and just more engagement from people, and yes, followers.
Yeah.
But I was getting all of that once I showed my personality.
Right.
So a lot of people think,
the only reason she got all these followers is because she's naked.
But you know, that got something to do with it. That got to do with the men.
Right.
But my percentage of women have gone up.
Yeah.
Because I talk about things that people are afraid to talk about. And you can ask me anything. You can ask me
going
anything.
to her Insta story sometime, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna swipe out because I don't have time for her today. I'm not gonna do it.
Right now I'm trying to you know, I'm gonna start me a little series on YouTube where I just talk about stuff that no one likes to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I enjoy food, and men little do women know, men love it when the girl like to eat. Especially
right. Yes, I was about to say, they be like, shoot, when I be ordering my steak or whatever, they be like, girl, what else you want? You want the mac and cheese? You get whatever you want. Get extra. Take it home. Get her one so she can take it home.
And when you eat it in front of them and you just pigging out, some men would be like, ugh. But a lot of men, especially a lot of men that I've dealt with, they appreciate that because you're being yourself. You're enjoying it. If it's good to me, I'm in my chair like
exactly.
So I think with all of that, and then I show that on my Instagram.
Yeah, I've seen her eat a
I
taco
go-
on her Instagram.
I go live
Don't
sometimes
you eat donuts, you eat ham. She ate a big ass In-N-Out burger. I think the video's still up there actually of her just like
I love with ketchup, the
she
stuff right
literally,
here.
yes,
I don't care.
literally, and it gets crazy views. And I'm just like, she eating a hamburger. Like,
And what psychs people out is like, so like you were talking about the In-N-Out burger.
yeah.
It was like, what kind of burger is that? And I'm like, it's a grilled cheese. There's no meat? No, there's no meat. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a vegetarian or anything like that, because sometimes I'll eat some oxtails.
Right.
Like, I ate some oxtails a couple of days ago.
Can make a spot down the street now.
So,
Don't play.
but I'm trying to, I don't want to be vegan, but a lot of like my
That's like
products,
a thing now. Yeah.
plant-based. I just don't know. It just happened.
I was gonna ask you about what your cosmetics are made out of, and if you feel like you want to go in that direction of making them more eco-friendly and more vegan, or if you just like, nah, I'm just trying to get this money. Like,
Well,
what's important for you?
It's kind of hard to make a
glitter base, right?
the base, the
yeah.
adhesive.
Yeah.
It's hard to make that vegan,
yeah.
plant-based, but I'm sure if there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way.
So I'm sure it is a way to do it, but right now, it's 80% water, so and glitter is just glitter.
Glitter's
so.
just glitter.
But I'm coming out with a lip paint, and I was kind of bummed out because Rihanna came out with something called lip paint, and I was like, damn. So I might come out with a different name, but
Yeah.
I've been in the kitchen literally
Whipping.
working. Yes.
Whipping. Working. Okay. Here.
That's yours.
Oh, this is mine.
And you got 3 of our best sellers.
Okay.
So that's the magic stick.
Yes, please tell me about this.
So this
please
is the
tell me about
magic
the magic stick. Okay.
This is the base. Well, it's not really the base, but this is what helps.
Ooh.
It helps it stay on for up to 10 hours. No touch-ups.
Easy breezy, beautiful cover who?
No touch-ups. I've been drinking water. I eat with it.
Right, you have put your lips on that glass and there's no glitter on it, and I appreciate that because I have to clean it up.
You put on your favorite lipstick or lip balm. Some people don't have like, I don't know, like defined lip lines. So some people might line their lips.
I know what you mean.
And you put your chapstick on. You put this on. I do one lip at a time because I'm a perfectionist. I got to have the
I'm gonna
glam.
just dip my face in and shit and see what happens. I'm just gonna.
And these are the lip colors.
Okay.
This is Chucky's Mistress, which is our
Chucky's
reddest red.
Mistress. I love these names. Like, I'm sorry, no.
This one made it to Master Chef.
Shut up.
The twerking chef, aka Ebony, aka Honey.
Yeah.
She wore this one and Blushing Geisha on every freaking episode.
Really?
Yes.
I'm just gonna tell you that the name of this is Vampire Cunt.
Well,
Whatever
the reason
else.
why I call it Vampire
Business
Cunt
or
because
anything.
it's a dark purple.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of vampires, you think of red, purple,
Yeah,
and black.
dark, deep purples.
Yeah. And it's a really pretty color. I don't know if I can see it, but it's a real pretty
they're
color.
all really pretty. Like, girl, you gonna make me put this on my lips right now.
And cunt,
Well, you did go to the Slut Walk this year.
Yeah.
So, like, how was that experience? Like, were women very receptive to
We had
the
a
colors,
line.
the names? Like, they were like, let me put some of that vampire cunt on my lips.
Gay people love Vampire Cunt.
Really?
Just because it's
I'm
called
not
cunt.
surprised. I was about to say, that's probably
It
their
was
favorite.
like, what? How did you come up with that name? I said, well, vampires are youthful, and everyone loves pussy, so.
Really? There you go.
It was like,
That's
okay,
the
put it on my
easiest
lips.
way. I mean, put it
And
on
then-
my lips.
We have Baby Doll.
Baby doll, yes.
Everyone likes a cute little pink, so.
Right, exactly. Okay, cool.
But the Slut Walk
Perfect.
we had a line.
Really? Because I thought, girl, you had like a 40-foot poster or something like that?
Oh
I thought.
yeah, they took one of my photos and. Okay, so this is the story about that.
Oh Lord, you already know it's about to be some wild.
So
what you gotta do all
Amber
this?
Rose posted a photo
Mhm.
of her nude.
I remember the photo.
She broke the internet with that photo.
Yeah.
And she had her little snatch out. She was just.
Is that what you call it, a snatch?
I call it a hoochie pappy. You know. She's just out there with the hoochie peppy, just out.
Her snatched hoochie peppy.
And I said, I'm gonna take advantage.
Okay.
Of this
so,
moment.
I do remember, yeah.
So the next day, you know, it was, everybody was just outrageous with it, like Amber this, and they was mimicking her. So what I did was I posted a picture that I thought was my character, and I hashtagged it.
That.
Amber taught me.
Ooh. Watch and learn, y'all. Watch and learn, because that's how you do it, okay? You can, I'm telling you, she a genius when it comes to branding, okay?
So
watch and learn.
The Slut Walk LA reposted it.
Oh, so that's, okay. I'm putting two and two, okay, that makes sense.
And coincidence, a friend of mine was actually one of the people who helped organize the Slut Walk. She's like, that's my friend.
Girl, that is not a coincidence. That is called synchronicity.
Okay. She's like,
is.
that's my friend. And yeah, like, because they were picking different, you know, girls.
Oh, okay,
and they was like, who is this girl? We like her. And they was like the Black Asian. And her name is Rikki. And she was like, that's my friend.
Yeah. That's
and I'm submitting her. And we gonna make it. She gonna be somewhere. Didn't know. I thought it was gonna be a cluster of photos of me and somebody else, some other people.
Oh, okay.
And she said it was gonna be 40 feet. Girl, I get to the Slut Walk and it was a 40-foot poster of me hanging on the side.
What was that like? Like, what was that moment like?
That moment was like, nigga, we made it.
Right. Nigga, we made it.
I was just like,
I love it. I love it.
I did shed a tear.
I figured.
One tear. It was like this.
Just one, just a gangster tear.
And then people were like, can I take a picture with you? With the picture? And I was like, for real?
So that, I feel, okay, so like describe your experience like at the Slut Walk. Like, what was that like to have people coming up to you and looking at the photo, looking at the poster and looking at you and then looking back and being like, oh my, like having like that nigga we made it moment. Like,
well, in person, one of the ladies, she was like, that's you? I was like, yeah. And she looked at me. She said, that is you.
Oh,
why are you so dark? And I was like, well, it was the beginning of the summer, and you know, I love getting dark. I like
me too.
So she was like, man,
that reddish Indian brown.
She was like, man, can I take a picture? And I was like, hell yeah, come on, girl, let's take a picture. Then it just went from one person to 10 people to 20 people, and then it was to the point I couldn't leave.
Right.
And I had a booth to attend to.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh. But you know, I thought ahead. I had people working on booth. I had models running around. But the good part, besides that photo, I walked up to my booth one of those times, and I was like, yo, this line is for my product.
Right.
It was a line.
That's crazy. And that just makes me so happy to hear, just because, like, you know, like I said, I've been watching your journey, and I've been knowing you forever, and to see you have that moment just makes me feel all warm and tingly, and like makes my heart smile. Like, you gotta be all happy for you and shit, girl.
Thank you.
Within all of the success that you're experiencing right now, for you, what does it mean to be living your truth? Do you feel like this is your truth, or do you feel like you're headed in that direction? Where are you at on that journey?
Honestly, I didn't plan this. I did not plan this.
Then what advice can you give to women that are, even, doesn't matter, young women, old women, just women in general, Black women in general, about loving, the idea of loving yourself and remaining true to yourself, and just what advice can you give people that feel lost or that are struggling, having that inner battle right now of like, who am I?
First and foremost, a lot of times when people cannot figure out who they are, or they're trying to figure out, you know, just who am I? Like, what is my position here on earth?
Right. What is my role? Like, what is my purpose?
You have to sit back. Just sit down for like a day write some stuff down. Write what you like, what you don't like. Figure out if you can fix it. If you can't fix it, you just have to deal with it. Then that's who you are. You just have to be like, okay, this is me. Growing up, like I had a father figure to tell me, you're beautiful every day. And then, you know, I met people, someone who's supposed to be my mother, she broke me down, and I met somebody in the midst of that who's told me, Rikki, you're beautiful. You can't let her break you down. You can't let her do that. And that was my best friend.
Yeah.
And the one that I was locking lips with in high school.
Right.
She was there for me. It always starts when you're a child. You gotta have that foundation, and you have to believe in yourself no matter what.
Thinking that same thing. I was just
Like, we
like,
don't
I
wanna get
really
mad.
hope this don't come through here.
I
don't think
I don't think it's coming through. Yeah,
No,
I think it's over
it'll be
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
For
the
sound purposes, though. Yeah, I
it's
think
like,
we'll have to pause.
shh.
Yeah. So, Rikki, before we get out of here, I got some choices for you.
Okay.
So, you have two choices. We can play a round of this game, mentally stimulate me, or we can have a 10-second dance off. I don't know which one what you want to do.
Are we twerking?
We might be.
I want to play this game.
Okay.
I twerk every
Good
day.
choice. Good choice. I was about to say, I really don't think that's fair because you have a clear advantage over me because you practice every day. So I don't quite think that's fair. So we're gonna play the game for two. It's called Thou Shalt Judge. So I think you'll like this. So what we're gonna do is we have these cards and we're only gonna play 3 rounds. So you have the person that is the reader, and then you have the person that's the dealer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be the reader, and I'm gonna let you be the dealer. And so we have, and I'll show people, we have these cards. So you have an A, a B, a C, and a D. Because these are going to be your choices because it's a multiple choice card.
Okay.
So these are yours. And then A, B, C, D. I'm going to take mine. So, because I am the reader, you go ahead and be the dealer. And what I want you to do is we're going to deal out 3 cards. So, just deal me 3 cards. And then I'll tell you how we play.
I just take 3.
Just 3. Just hand me 3 of them. Whichever 3 you want. Thank you.
I just got them off the top.
Okay.
hope
Well,
you didn't
I
read
haven't
them
looked
before.
at any of these. So
Okay.
this is gonna be new for both of us. We both never played this game, but it's called Mentally Stimulate Me. This guy on Instagram, his name is Derrick, Jaxn, actually created the game. And he be dropping some gems, so I might put his name and his info in the description box too. So be looking out for that. But name of the game is we're each gonna answer the question for whatever question it is. You pick up your card, whether it's A, B, C, or D, and we have to guess each other's answer
Okay.
before we turn it over.
Okay.
So if you guess it right, you get a point.
Okay.
And whoever gets the most points at the end, we might do something special. Round 1. Okay. If a man proposes to a woman and gets rejected because she's not ready, is it her responsibility to propose when she gets ready? Ooh. A, yes. B, no. C, it depends. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, this is real.
That's a good one.
Girl.
So A is
yes.
yes.
You do feel like she should propose when she's ready. B is nah, bruh. We don't play that around here. That nigga just gonna have to try again. Or C is like, you know, special circumstances. It like really depends.
Dang.
This is really hard.
I'm gonna put
Okay.
that card over there.
Okay. Alright. I think I've got my answer.
So I'm supposed to guess.
You're supposed to guess what my answer is. So A, B, or C. After you choose yours.
So wait, so I'm doing my answer or
No,
yours?
so you pull out your answer, Whatever your answer is, I have to guess it. If I get it right, then I get a point. If you guess my answer right, then you get a point. Okay. So I am gonna guess that you said. I feel like you would say C. I feel like you would be like, well, it's really, it depends, on them. Like, I don't know their situation. So, what would you pick?
B.
Oh, okay. So I don't get a point. I lost. I'm bad at this game. Damn, already. Okay, we gonna see though. What do you think I chose?
I think you chose C.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, both of us suck at this game because I chose B too. We don't know each other all that well, apparently. All right, that was round 1.
Okay.
We both losing right now.
Okay.
We gotta get it together. All right, number 2. You find new love in someone who's everything you've ever hoped or dreamed of. 3 months in, a car wreck causes them to lose all 4 of their limbs. All 4 of their limbs, their arms and legs. Do you move forward with the relationship? A is yes, B is no, is C. It depends. Who's thought of these questions? Like who sits here and thinks of these things?
I'm picking my answer.
You pick your answer and I have to guess.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna say you chose B.
I sure did. And I'm gonna say you chose B.
Girl, yes. We don't play them games. The hell? This nigga lost all his limbs? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He probably gonna get a fat check.
He can.
But
that ain't got nothing to do with me.
To touch me.
Exactly.
Scratch my
That's
head,
gonna be a no. Exactly. He can't feed me or nothing.
I gotta feed him.
Pick it up here, baby. Here, take the strawberry.
Okay. So we both got a point.
We both have a point. This is the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Round 3. You and a new love interest have great chemistry, but you find out that they follow several hateful accounts online. Is that a red flag or it's not a big deal? A, is that it's a red flag, or B, it's not a big deal?
What's the answer?
Oh, girl.
Only A or B?
That's it.
Alright.
It's a flag or it's not. Either or. That's it.
We
got 50-50 on this one. Ooh. Well, I gotta go first because I'm the host. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that you chose. I want to say you chose A because I feel like you would be like, if you're doing that, I don't know what else you could be thinking. Like, what do you really think about me? I think you chose A. Just show me. Oh,
I chose
this
B.
is the tiebreaker. Okay, what do you think I chose?
Dang.
Whew, you got me sweating now. I'm sweating. I can't lose. I can't lose on my first show. Lord Jesus. Oh Lord.
I think you chose A.
She's got to come back for a rematch officially. We have
now
officially...
I don't care about how people look at me.
I know. Well, with that, ladies and gents, that wraps up our very first episode of the Lit series. Oh my God, I was so excited. That was super lit. Like, that was really good. So, as always, make sure that if you like this video, you comment below, like, subscribe, and please share this with anybody that you think needs to hear these gems, because we're going to be dropping a lot of gems. We got a lot more guests lined up for this series, so make sure you stay tuned. Miss Rikki Leigh, thank you so much for being my first guest.
Thank you for inviting me.
And so, yeah, ladies, stay tuned, because it's going to be a lot going on. And remember, always be lit.
Litty.
I don't know, it's like a thing. I like always dance at the end. Like,
Everybody gonna do the Millie Rock?
I don't think they have the Millie Rock. They gotta like maybe a bankhead bounce or something.
Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Bye, you guys. Till next time. Oh, before we go, real quick. All of Rikki's information, all of the information from the show for her cosmetic line, everything will be in the description box below. So if you want more info, check out below. Thanks, y'all. Bye.